Assalamu alaikum. This is Hina Arshad from Satken Grammar School and welcome all of you in the DLP session of month January. Today we are going to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 5, linear equations and simple inequalities. Okay, so let's start the before we start the explanation or the regarding the linear equation, I just want to know one thing. You people may quite familiar with the sentences like that. In previous grades you got the statements like this to solve, isn't it? Or the statement like this one, or like this one, isn't it? Here you have given 7 plus blank and equals to 13. Now here 2 multiplied by blank is equals to 12. Now here this blank multiplied by 4 is equals to 20. Now look at here that these values are not known to us. Okay? If I know, yes I can understand, you can find out. You know that if we add 7 plus 6, that will be equals to 13. Now here 2 multiplied by 6 is equals to 12. And here 5 multiplied by 4 is equals to 20. Okay? But if I replace this blank, let's suppose equals to 7 plus, now because we don't know this value, so I can write it like this. Here I can write it like this. Yes, and here I can write like this. Okay na? So here what we are getting? We are getting the equations like this. Okay? This is what? This is an equation. Okay? Any expression, any statement which have an equal sign is called the equation. Okay? Here we know that 7 plus 6 is equals to 13. 2 multiplied by 6 is equals to 12. And 5 multiplied by 4 is equals to 20. Fine? Now here let's suppose the equation we have given 7 plus x is equals to 13. Now in this is an equation must have equal sign. Okay? Now this equal sign means what? That the total value of right hand side is same as the value of left hand side. Like here if I write 7 plus x is equals to 13. So it means that this is the right hand side, this is the left hand side. Okay? This is left hand side of the equation and this is what? This is the right hand side of equation. And this equal means that the total value or whatever the answer of the left hand side must be the right hand side has the same answer. Like here if I replace the x, so it will be 7 plus 6 is equals to 13, and in that case we are getting also 13 on the right hand side. So you can see that the values on the left hand side and right hand side both are the same. Fine. Now in previous chapter you people learned the algebraic expressions. But let's suppose if I write 6x plus 7y minus 7, it is what? Yes, this is an algebraic expression, isn't it? Yes, this is the algebraic expression. Now this algebraic expression becomes the equation when I'll put equal sign here. Do you people remember when we discussed algebraic expression, I told you that in algebraic expression there is no equal sign. Okay na? Now if I write 6x plus 7y minus 7 is equals to 0. Now it becomes what? It becomes the equation. What it becomes? It becomes the equation. Same like if I write x plus y plus z is equals to 10. Now this is again what? This is also an equation. Okay? And this equation also always has a solution value. Okay? Now the solution value is what? The solution value is the value which satisfies the both side of the equation. Like here this 6 is what? This 6 is solution value. Okay? This 6 is solution value because x is equals to 6. And if we put the 6 in the equation, in that case we get both sides the same answer, that is 13 and 13. Fine. Now here are some examples of linear equations and non-linear equations. Look at here. These are the linear equations, and the condition for the linear equation is just same just like the linear expression. ठीक है, means all the variable must have the index of exponent of 1 and no variable is multiplying by or dividing by any other variable. Like here x minus 1 is equals to 0. Here the power of exponent of x is 1. X upon 4 is equals to 12. X the exponent of x is 1. Here 6x plus 5 is equals to 17. The power of the exponent of x is 1. Y is equals to 3x minus 6. Both variable have the index of 1. X plus y plus z is equals to 4. All three variable have the powers of 1 and no variables multiplying and dividing by any other variable. So all these are the linear equations. On the other side, we have given the examples of non-linear equations. Look at here, x square minus 2 is equals to 0. Here the power of index is of x is 2. X cube upon 2 is equals to 6. Now again this is non-linear because x has a power of cube. 4x cube plus 11 is equals to 15. Same now here 9 under root x minus y is equals to 3. Now we know that the power of under root is 1 upon 2. So that's why this is a non-linear equation. Here x into y plus x upon y is equals to 3. Now here again these two variables are multiplying with each other, and in this term these two variables are dividing by each other. So that's why this is a non-linear equation. Okay? So now let's start the exercise. The exercise 5a, page number 117. Fine. Now let's start the exercise 5a. In 5a, question number 1, what we have given solve the given equations. We have given the equations and we have to solve these equations. We have to find out the solution set. Let's take the part A. Now here what we have given, x plus 8 is equals to 15. So let's start the solution. Now we can in order to solve this equation, just remember the shifting rules. Okay? Shifting rules of the values from one side to another side of equation. Okay? Now here which are the two like terms? Yes, 8 and 15 are the like terms. Both are constant and here x is a variable. Okay? So x remains here and we will shift 8 here. So when we shift it, it will become what? It will have plus sign becomes the minus sign. So it will be 15 minus 8. Now when we subtract 8 from 15, what we will get? We will get this 7. So here the value of x is equals to 7, or you can say that this is the solution value for this equation. Fine. Now let's take the part C here. Again we have given my x minus 5 is equals to 15. Now which are the like terms? Yes, here the two constants are the like term, like minus 5 and 15. Okay? So when we take it on the other side, it will become what? It will become plus. Now when we shift 5 on the other side, it will become plus. Now here x is equals to 17 plus 5. So it will becomes what? 17 plus 5, it will be 22. So that will be the answer and that will be the solution value for this question. Okay? Now let's take another part F from the same question. Now here we have given the equation. The difference is that we have given the constants in terms of decimal. So that will make no change in the method. We will solve it just like the previous one. Here now we have given y minus 2.4 is equals to 3.6. Now y remains here. We will shift it on the other side, so it will become plus. So y is equals to 3.6 plus 2.4. Now we have to find the solution value for y. So 3.6 plus 2.4, decimal comes under the decimal. 6 plus 4, it will be 10. Now here 3 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 6. So y is equals to what? Y is equals to 6. So this is the solution value for this question. Okay? Now let's take the part G. But we have given minus 2.7 plus a is equals to minus 6.y. Now the variable is a, and for that a we have to find out the solution value. So again we have to collect the constants on the same side. So a remains here. Now when we shift minus 2.7 on the other side, so it will become what? It will be minus 6.4. Then it will be, this minus becomes plus. So it will be plus 2.7. Now we have to find out the value of a. So for when we subtract it here, plus minus minus, So it will be 6.4 minus 2.7. So 6.4 and 2.7. So when we subtract the 14 minus 7, it will be 7. What left? 5. The 5 minus 2, 3. So it will be 3.7. And which value is greater? This one is greater. So the answer must have the sign of a greater number. So it will be minus 3.7. So that is the answer for this solution value. Fine. So beta, that is all about today's lecture. And if you have submitted your copy for checking in the school, so don't get worried. When you get back your copy, you can note down this lecture in your copy after getting your notebook when you receive it from the school. Okay? So you have to note all these 4 questions in your copy once you get your notebooks after the checking. Okay? So that is all about today's lecture. Thank you so much.